So last week I pretty much ditched my smartphone camera and focused on using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 as my tiny compatible camera companion. Now in this video I'm going to answer 5 of the most common asked questions about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and why you should stick around all the way until the end, because this video is definitely going to break down some of the pros, the cons, the things I love, and the things I was most excited about when using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So stick around to the end and let's go ahead and dive into the video. So addressing the 1 week of travel, is the DJI Pocket 3 worth purchasing if you're a casual vlogger? My quick answer, personal opinion, yes. Now, here's the reason why. You see, it took me 16 hours just to get from point A to my destination. Now, here's the crazy part. 2.5 hours of battery life by itself of non-stop shooting in 4K. Here's the crazy part. I get the extended battery pack, which comes in the Costco option. There is like a vlogger's option as well if you go on purchase yours on Amazon. And now you've got yourself 4 hours of shooting time, nonstop, continuous, in perfect conditions, obviously, with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is absolutely insane. So the 16 hours, I had no issue with that. And here's the best part. My phone battery life was perfectly fine with all my browsing, scrolling, and all the other stuff because I wasn't busy using the camera as well to take pictures and videos when I had this bad boy to capture all the moments for me. Pretty exciting stuff. And if you want to learn more about the price of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, feel free to look into the description section where I have links to the product down below and you can actually see the prices for yourself. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, feel free to check out the carousel section down below. And that first question easily sets me up for the second question that's most asked on here about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and that is, how does the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 fare in low light performance? Well, I can tell you with confidence, this is the best portable camera you can have on the market, even compared to a phone when it comes to capturing low light moments. This has a 1-inch sensor and it's so good at capturing those low light moments. May it be a sunset, sitting around in a restaurant chatting with family and friends, or you're capturing a night event, a party, whatever it might be, you're able to actually get as much detail as possible, less grain in your footage, and just overall a better final product out of this device, which is very satisfying, honestly. And I was able to really test the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and put it to its limits, even with the low light mode, and you can see a lot of the amazing detail that it was able to keep, even when I used other functions like time-lapsing, motion-lapsing. And that brings me to my next questions you folks like to ask a lot. And that is it pretty easy to use time-lapsing and motion-lapsing with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? And I can tell you with confidence, there's probably nothing easier to use on the market right now. When it comes to motion-lapse and time-lapse, you literally click it, set it, forget it for the most part, and you're able to really capture some really pristine and beautiful moments like I have here. And I mean, it's so easy that even when you're on the fly or on the go and you want to quickly set it up, and the fact that it has all of the accessories in the bundles that I have offered below, at least, and within Costco and on Amazon, you literally just pop it in, set it up, place it down, takes at least 1 minute to set up, and you're shooting the time lapse in almost instantaneously, which is phenomenal personally, and I love that. There's the only one camera that I can think of that's easier to do that with, and that would probably be the Action 5 Pro or some sort of a GoPro, but still, when it comes to actual turn on and setup, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the Action 5 Pro are the fastest on the market currently in 2025, around the time I filmed this, which is like the end of February, beginning of March. So, and I know I mentioned it already when it came to battery life, and I know that's a big question with a lot of you viewing this video. How is the battery life on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? And I can say with confidence, it's fantastic. It's one of the best cameras that you can put in your pocket right now that lasts you all day long. And like I said earlier, 2.5 hours by itself, and gives you about 4, some people say 5 hours with the extended battery life, which is phenomenal. And then of course the durability is another question that people ask about all the time. How durable is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? I can tell you right now, I was pretty nervous about taking this guy around. I still am pretty ginger, I guess is that the right word there? I act really gingerly with this device. I don't typically just toss it around, throw it in my bag. I always put it right back into its little shell here, and I make sure that things are locked in place before I set them in my pocket or my bag. And this little camera can spigot it out there just like that. But beyond that, it's not too common. It's not like a super common thing. It is magnetically attached and locks into place. So it is super convenient and compact when I want to just take it around in my pocket. So when it came to durability, I was a little concerned about just tossing it around, but overall I wasn't too concerned, at least to the point where I was happy with throwing it in my pocket. And of course, how good is the audio by itself without the DJI 2 microphone or a DJI mini microphone or the DJI external microphone? And I can tell you this pretty confidently by showing you the actual footage of the microphone in action. We just hit up the Poipu Beach area and it's loaded today. Choke people, check this out. So everyone here is checking out the turtles. There's about like 20 turtles over here laying down on the beach. And we're catching the sunset. I'm trying out a hula pie again. So a hula pie is a vanilla macadamia nut ice cream cake smothered in hot fudge with an Oreo crust bottom. And it's one of the most popular treats you can get out here at the Kyoki's Paradise restaurant. And it's just fun to have when you come to the beach. Check that out. So you heard it for yourself. That is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 microphone built into it. I personally think you don't need an external fancy microphone to be able to capture great audio. This captures really good audio. The only benefit of getting an external microphone is to have that condenser. So it really has a much better condensing effect if you do use an external microphone like the one I'm using right now versus just using the built-in audio on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which again, it still does a really good job of focusing on your voice, but it's still capable of capturing other voices around you, and it doesn't cut off nearly as much background, but gives you more of that natural in the moment kind of experience. So if you're looking for more of that, this does a really good job at doing exactly that. And last but not least is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a very beginner friendly camera. There's literally no other camera that's as beginner friendly as the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because it comes with a plethora of tutorials, how-tos. It literally teaches you how to use the thing in majority of the DJI Mimo app. There's tutorials literally everywhere all over YouTube, and there is no better time to get into a vlogging camera setup like the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for any beginner vloggers because of the fact that it has built-in things like the golden ratio or the rule of thirds, just pre-built into it and really easy to take advantage of. And I think it's pretty game-changing for most of you vloggers that are new to vlogging or looking to start to vlogging in 2025. So with all that said, I want to just put a disclaimer out there. I am not sponsored by DJI. Again, if you would like to sponsor me for a future video, I would appreciate it. Hit me up and we'll talk. No guarantees, but we'll talk. And before I close the videos, here's some cons. Now, if you are a new user, definitely make sure you go ahead and look up some of those tutorials because you're gonna wanna bump down a lot of the predetermined settings inside of this guy. Otherwise, it's gonna look over digitalized when you're actually uploading your final product. Last but not least, when it comes to this device as well, there are some people who have complained about the screen actually getting stuck and no longer working. I have not experienced that, but I've only had this thing for about 2 weeks now. And of course, last but not least, it's got to be the fact this does have moving parts and you could end up damaging, breaking, or completely becoming useless when it comes to this device. But beyond that, it's a good device. Love it. Wonderful. And YouTube thinks that you actually might like that video over there if you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, folks. Appreciate your time. Leave me your comments. Any questions you might have right down below. Aloha. Chi.